What's up, my dudes? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a very basic hex spell. Now this hex spell is going to be for anyone that has either cheated on you, anyone that has emotionally manipulated you, just anyone that has generally had a bad relationship with you and you want to sort of get back at them. This is not going to be anything life-threatening. It's not going to be anything that's going to last for years. It's just something very easy and something very basic that you can get your point across and also have a little bit of revenge. I know a lot of witches, they don't like to do this type of thing because it can go back on them, but for those people I would just like to say, just because you're doing something negative does not necessarily mean it's going to go back to you, especially if you are being safe whenever you are doing this and use protection. The spell is going to be using very basic ingredients. These are things that most people have around their home, and also just things that if you don't have it, you can substitute it for something else, or if you would just like to use this as a blueprint for your spells, then you can. If you are allergic to something, don't use it, and also if you can't get something, just go ahead and do a substitution. Not every spell is set in stone, and every spell is up to your interpretation, so if you would like to use something else, or maybe you feel like you should do something differently, go ahead and do so. This is just the spell that I'm going to be doing, and just to help you if you're trying to do something like this. Now the main thing you're going to need for this is a toilet roll tube. Now this is just something that you can use that's pretty easy to get. If you would like to use some brown paper, you can, or if you have something that's burnable that you can put stuff in, you can use that. I would not suggest you use plastic just because it's bad for the environment, but if you have any sort of paper that you can use or anything that's flammable that maybe you can make or just come up with, that will be good to use for this. So I just wanted to say before I get started with any of this is, just because someone has wronged you does not necessarily mean that they need to be punished. Some people do wrong just because they were hurt themselves. That doesn't mean that it's any better. It just means that maybe if they weren't hurt, then they would be not hurting other people. Obviously some people are going to be shit and they deserve what they're going to get, but this is not the case for everyone. Some victims actually do turn out to harm more people, whether that be directly or indirectly. So if you're going to do this, make sure they deserve it. Make sure you're not just going off your own emotions and putting all that energy into the spell. That is not good for multiple reasons, but mainly just because if you're going around hurting someone that maybe doesn't need to be hurt, or someone that's already hurt, then you might see some backlash because that's just the way it goes. But generally, if you have to do this, then you should know the person, you should know the consequences. Also, before you get into this spell, if you would like to support me, then my links are down below. And also, if you would like to support the channel and just support and keep everything running, then you could also support me directly. Everything is linked in the description. Also, if you would like to promote your business or do any sort of business related things, my email is linked down below, so you can just contact me for that. But yeah, let's get right into it. Also, make sure before you do any of your spells, you're cleansed, and also you drink your fucking water. Also, a lot of people, they like to worry about the timing of a spell. The more energy you put into a spell, the more focused you are when you are doing the spell or the ritual, the more it will manifest. That doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen faster. The spell can take a week and it not be how you want it, or it could take a month and be exactly how you want it and more. So don't really worry about the time, just worry about focusing your energies on what you need to do, and also trying to do the spell all around and not just say, okay, I'm focused on this and then I'm focused on that. If you're doing your spell and your all around focus is on the outcome, then that will be the best for you. So now that you've done your spell and everything is done and everything is completed, what you want to do is make sure that you protect yourself. I do this before and after just to make sure that I am fully surrounded. I like to do sort of a recharge after I do any sort of spell. I have a few videos right up here that can help you with that. These are a few things that you can do before or after you're trying to do a spell. And also, if you would just like to have something to do, a good thing to do when you're finished doing a spell is the extra materials. You can have that as either an offering, or you can bury it and have it as just brought back into the earth. Make sure, depending on what you're using, you don't put it just anywhere. It could be harmful to plants or animals, but if you like to dispose of it out in nature, go ahead and do that. And while you're disposing of your excess materials, you can also just recharge and sort of let go. But yeah, hope everyone is doing good and you have good luck whenever you are doing the spell. Make sure to do it on someone who actually deserves it, and also to protect yourself whenever you are doing this. That's the end of the video. If you would like to contact me on any of my socials, the link down below. If you would like to contact me for any business related things, and that's also linked down below for my email. And if you would just like to leave anything in the comments, maybe about my videos, or maybe just things you would like to know about, or just future videos you would like to see, just leave it in the comments. I read all my comments. I don't have that many, but I read all my comments and I respond to all of them. So if you have a suggestion, go ahead and leave it down there. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Have a good day, night, life. Enjoy yourself. Be happy.